Welcome to Wrestling Talk in the Shop, where we cover all things professional wrestling, from new wrestling to classic wrestling and everything in between. We go to wrestling, we do some wrestling, and everything in the ring. Join us now for Wrestling Talk in the Shop.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Wrestling Talk in the Shop, and today we're going to go over what happened today in wrestling history on January 22nd. On this day in 1994, the WWE Royal Rumble took place at the Civic Center in Providence, Rhode Island. The main event of the show set the Royal Rumble history match for the first time when two men jointly won the match. That's when Bret Hart and Lex Luger both won it, and they would both get world title matches. And then at WrestleMania, and Yokozuna would go on to defeat Lex Luger in like the opening match, I believe, and then in the main event, Bret Hart, of course, won the title. And also some other side notes, they said Vince, of course, he liked, big muscly men, and he wanted Luger, but Luger just wasn't over, didn't have the charisma. They tried to make him Hulk Hogan, and he never had the charisma of a Hulk Hogan, but anyway, and so he had the. I even seen a video clip one time where Vince McMahon's strapping the WWF title on him, at a house show or something. But I seen footage of it somewhere. But on this day in 1995, Crusher Jerry Blackwell died in a car crash at the age of 46. On this day in January 22nd, in 1995, Shawn Michaels was the winner of the Royal Rumble match at the pay-per-view. The same name he won Sun Dome in Tampa, Florida. He won after entering at number 2, lasting the number 1 entrance. British Bulldog. Elsewhere on the card saw new champions crowned. Firstly, Jeff Jarrett defeated Razor Ramon to win the Intercontinental Champion in the finale of the tournament to declare the new tag team champions. 1, 2, 3 Kid and Marty Jannetty defeated Tatanka and Bam Bam Bigelow. During the match, that's when Tatanka shoved LT, in which they would go on to main event that year's WrestleMania. And Bam Bam Bigelow definitely carried LT in that match. And as usual, LT won, because in WWE, we always put over the athlete versus the pro wrestler. But on this day in 1996, on the episode of WCW Monday Night Nitro in Las Vegas, Sting and Lex Luger beat Harlem Heat, Booker T, and Stevie Ray to win the WCW Tag Team Champions. Does anyone remember when WCW had a Nitro Grill in Las Vegas? It was in the Excalibur Hotel. I remember my dad left me in there as a young boy while he gambled. You could walk through the casinos as a child. I think it's still that way in Vegas, but you couldn't actually be by them. So he would from here to the wall, watching watching me, and he was poking them dollars in that slot machine. But anyway, that was a cool place. It didn't last long. On this day in 2001, on the 400th episode of Monday Night Raw that took place in Louisiana, the show took to test the WWE European Championship from Test took the European Championship from William Regal, and Al Snow beat Raven for the Hardcore Championship before promptly losing it back to Raven moments later. On this day in 2003, on an NWA TNA weekly pay-per-view show, Triple X, Low Ki, R-Truth is now, but Low Ki was his name, beat Skipper. Low Ki and Skipper won the NWA Tag Team Championships from America's Most Wanted, James Storms and Chris Harris. On this day on 2008, Chavo Guerrero defeated CM Punk to win the ECW Championship at a television taping in Virginia. On this day in 2018, Monday Night Raw celebrated its 25th anniversary with a unique show taking place over 2 venues. Legends from the past, they love to drag out them legends. From the past and present, the main part of the show went down at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, featured The Miz defeating Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental Championship. Who would have ever thought that? I guess I don't. Is that when they broadcast from 3 locations or 2 locations? And then as everybody said, like Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler were asleep on commentary, but I don't know. I can't quite remember, but anyway, then yeah, because they were at the Manhattan Center, the original site of Monday Night Raw back in '93, and Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy were tag team them on this episode on this day in 2021 on an episode of SmackDown. Bianca Belair and Bayley defeated Bayley in an Ultimate Athlete Obstacle Course Challenge. To close the show, Kevin Owens put Roman Reigns through a announce table with a power bomb to lead up to their match of Head of the Royal Rumble. That is what you got. That was Vince McMahon's booking right there. An obstacle course challenge. That's so Vince McMahon if there ever was anything. But there you have it. That's this week in wrestling history. To this day in January, today in that's history that happened today in January 22nd. Thanks for watching, guys.